you just got this feeling and this sense that we had a wave, and the ball was never going to get past one pass. Everybody just got these blinkers on to just carry that ball over the line. I mean, I'm not sure, Gregor, if you've ever taken a line like that. That was quite forceful, quite powerful. I thought, normally the outside side step, break, swerve, but to go, people like myself or Gregor, to want to go into contact is not first thought, not first nature. That's why you got people like Gibbsy alongside you, and Pidge, Tatey, that just take that ball in. You do that graft, you do that hard work. So after those incursions, it was the ball came out, and Dorse had no idea it was going to be me. I didn't know I was going to be in that position. You just kind of shuffled down the line and got into that slot. And there was no pre-planning. There was no thought. There was just instinct of, I'm going to get the ball. I'm either going to run, I'm either going to pass, I'm either going to drop the goal. So it kind of, Dorse looked up at me, second take, thought, right, I have to get it out to Jerry. The ball came out, and it was really catch, drop. I'm not even sure if I looked up. I kind of knew where the posts were. Drop the ball, kick it, and it was a sweet kick. I mean, Jenks is the ultimate kicker, and all his kicks were hit sweetly. I went sailing through bisected the posts immaculately. I don't think there were any real close calls. And I nutted that ball, and it was going up through the middle of the post. And when that ball left my boot, I knew it's a decent strike. It just had to be on target. And fortunately, it was. And then it was just there wasn't time to breathe in what had happened there, because the game still had 3 or 4 minutes to go. So it was literally get back, let's defend, let's close this game up, let's win it. And there was a few congratulations. Gibbsy came over, hugged me, kissed me, and then we ran back into position. And then everyone was it was defend, do what we can to hold on to this really slender lead.
I think Jerry was even organising people into position when he realised that actually there was still 3 minutes to go, and his drop goal might not have won the Test series just at that moment in time. He was actually directing everyone like a conductor, putting people into position. Never seen anything like it.
I remember I did say, I think, Jenks, you've probably got a better memory than me, but I think we had a dropout. Was it the last play of that game? And we were trying to work out whether we could kick it, or you could kick it straight out, and there would be no extra time. It would just be the final whistle, and that would be the end of, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was pure luck at the end, wasn't it? Because there were people saying, no, keep it in play, no, put it off, keep it in. And in the end, obviously, we put it off, and I'm not going to lie, thank God the whistle went. I was a very relieved man. I weren't quite sure at the time, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you. But I think it might be you, Jerry, or even Gibbsy, put it off. So we put it off, and obviously, the rest is history, as they say. Thank God the final whistle went, because I'd have been a very worried man if it hadn't been the final whistle, that's for sure.
Jim and I, our coaching positions were in the middle of the stand, surrounded by South Africans. And Jim, you might not believe it, but did have some discussions with the Afrikaners behind us throughout the game. And when that drop goal went over, we were just then trying to keep as calm as we could with all these South Africans behind us. And when the final whistle went, because we thought exactly the same, Jim turned round. Great statement. I won't say what it was to these.
what the FNL was that probably?
I grabbed his arm and said, "We've got to get out of here," and that was the end of the game for us.
Yeah. Jenkins has put this out.
Smash it.
Oh, amazing, amazing. I don't think we realised how many supporters were going to be out there behind us. It was a surprise to me on the first test that there would have been a big group of Lions supporters, maybe 4,000 or 5,000, and it seemed like they were double that number in the second test. So yeah, it's a great feeling. We didn't have many of these occasions with Scotland over the years, so to knock off the world champions. And I remember on when people are celebrating and cuddling each other, there was a couple of things we said to each other that stood out. It felt almost like the end of the tour that would achieve the goal. So people were saying, "It's been great touring with you." I wasn't thinking about the success of the game. It's been great touring with you, great to know you. And the other thing people said is, why did it have to be Jerry that kicked the drop goal?
Well, it doesn't really hit you, actually, what you've done. It doesn't me anyway. And I think the key thing there was it was everyone's moment. The guys there in the Blazers who weren't playing. I hope they felt as involved as everyone else, because it was, like Stan said, it was a great group of people. People ask you, what's it take to win a series? I say, number one, you need great people. You need top people. Simple as that. And whatever people are asked to do, playing, off the field, training, whatever it was, they just did it. They just got on with it, and they did it, and they did it as well as they could. No one gave us a hope of winning. No one gave us a hope of winning down there. And we played some brilliant rugby. The test matches are sort of different because they're so tense and so fast and furious. But it was just, like the boys said, the best tour. If I could be anywhere in my rugby career, I'd be there.
It's easily the best tour I've ever been on. It's, no other tour for me comes close to that. Just the togetherness of the players, the staff, everyone, the camaraderie, it was there. It was just incredible. As the guys already alluded to, I was lucky enough to be involved in 12 out of the 13 games, whether I was on the bench or actually starting. And as the guy said, so you'd be involved on a Tuesday, you go out with the guys on a Tuesday, but you'd be up on a Wednesday getting ready for a Saturday. And if you played on a Saturday, you'd be out on a Saturday, getting up on a Sunday to get ready for the guys on a Tuesday. And that just speaks volumes for me for what the tour is all about, really. And I think that's purely why we were successful at the end of it. To beat the Springboks in South Africa, to be part of the winning Lions series is, for Wales, I never had that success. So to be part of that and to be involved in that was just incredible, and it'll live with me forever.
The most important one was after the first test, because you can imagine you've just won the first test against the Springboks. A lot of teams would have just gone out on the lash and forgotten about the midweek team, but this group didn't. They actually went out on the Sunday, and I tell you, you played the box on the Saturday. You're not feeling great on the Sunday, but they were out there holding the tattle bags for the guys preparing for the game against Free State on the Tuesday, and that spoke volumes to me of the kind of togetherness that the team had.
It was so unexpected to win, and when we won the second test, you just wanted, the world to end at that point, that you'd done it. You'd actually reached the target, the summit, whatever you want to call it. Rugby could have finished there for me, but it goes on. So that's my lasting impression, the tremendous achievement of beating a Springbok team in South Africa.